It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out in the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Gonna get up, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
All across the United States, each state has what's called an immunization information system. Immunization information systems, or IIS, are confidential, population-based, computerized databases that record all immunization doses administered by participating providers to persons residing within a given geopolitical area. In the United States, every vaccination registry is a bit different, which can become daunting and confusing. Enter PubHub. PubHub solves this issue by giving its providers the ability to connect and communicate to the state registry with one connection and one data format. For example, if a patient has received the COVID-19 vaccine, PubHub allows the provider to see if the patient has already received the vaccine, keeping everything safe and organized for everyone.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices, located in the Greengate East Plaza below Walmart. Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. You utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel.
That's us.
I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
The 2025 Road to the Penguins Cup is on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Class AA semifinal round action for you tonight here from the RMU Island Sports Center on Neville Island, starting off with number 1 Fox Chapel and number 4 Penn Trafford. Alongside Kevin Zomansky, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you here tonight. Kevin, the AA bracket, chalk held. All top 4 seeds move on here to the semifinals. Number 1 Fox Chapel comes in 17-3-1 overall. Fox is scoring 122 goals through the playoffs and regular season. That's an average of 5.8 goals per game. They've allowed 59 goals against, an average of 2.8 goals against. Number 4 Penn Trafford, 16-4-1 overall. The Warriors scoring 110 goals through the regular season and playoffs, averaging 5.2 goals per game. They've allowed 43 goals against, an average of just 2.0 goals against per game. To get here, Kevin, both teams had a pretty good opening round. Fox Chapel, a game that we called at Alpha Ice Complex last Monday. They beat number 8 Cannon McMillan 6-3. Peters Township, chili goal with a little bit of hot sauce. An 8-4 win over number 5 Bishop McCord in the opening round at the Palmer Paints Imaging Arena in Delmont.
Yeah, if you're taking a look at your AA bracket, that would be the top half of the bracket, as Matt just outlined, the 1 and 4 seed. And that was one of the things I was just doing here, Matt, as you were running down the stats for the season. These are the only 2 schools or teams that have scored over 100 goals on the season. And sometimes when you're playing that way very offensively, you give up a lot of goals. But when you look at the stats for Penn Trafford, as you mentioned, they gave up 39 in the regular season and 3 additional in the playoffs for a total of 42. So that's a pretty good scoring differential for the Warriors. I consider them a pretty dangerous team entering this. They made it all the way to the finals last year.
Just going to make that point that last year Penn Trafford was the Cinderella story of the PIHL playoffs. They made it all the way to the 2A finals before falling to Thomas Jefferson, who has moved up to AAA this year. So we know we're going to have a new champion for Fox Chapel on the other side. I was talking to Coach Ryan Lobig about this a little bit before the game. It's a Fox Chapel team, Kevin, that's had strong regular seasons, but it's been on the wrong end of that Cinderella story upset when the playoffs start the last few years too.
Yeah, Matt, sometimes as a program, you keep banging your head against the ceiling trying to bust through and find it. And it's the Fox Chapel Fox's program that's had a lot of success in the regular season, as you mentioned, but they're looking for that performance where they break through into the Penguin Cup Championship. Because as I look at the history, I always try to write down the Cup history, Penguin Cup. And for these two schools in this game, it's 0. Neither school. So there's going to be an appearance in the Penguin Cup, and then a school's going to have an opportunity to win their first ever Penguin Cup championship. I'm looking forward to this one. We're dealing with, as you were finding out beforehand, there's a couple tweaks to the Fox Chapel lineup, particularly in goal due to injuries.
Both sides.
Both sides?
Both sides are going to have different changes. We saw Grant Watson start in goal in the opening round victory over Cannon McMillan. Grant Watson will start again. He'll be in the net to our right for Fox Chapel. But for Penn Trafford, we're going to see Carson Weishorn in net tonight. And that's because Tyler Funk, who's carried the load for Peters Township this season, was injured in the last game, and he is out of action tonight.
Yeah, Funk started last game. He faced 29 shots, made 25 saves. So on the season for Weishorn, Carson Weishorn, he was on the score sheet for 20 games. His record is 4-0. So only 4 games where he was the goalie of record. He faced 88 shots. He made 81 saves, allowing 7 goals for a 1.75 goals against average and 92 save percentage. So given that, let me go through the other stats for Fox Chapel's goal. But given the change in goal in both teams, Matt, that are able to put the puck in the net, one scored 8, one scored 6, we could be tapping on the Chili goal here tonight. We could be reaching that milestone. We could be filling the net on both sides for an entertaining hockey game. For Grant Watson, he was in net on the score sheet 16 times in the regular season. He had a 6-0 record. He faced 214 shots, 187 saves, allowed 27 goals for a 4.05 goals against average and 87.4 save percentage. And he was in net last week when they won 6-3.
Third meeting of the season between these teams. Fox Chapel won both regular season games. The Foxes won 4-1 on November the 21st at the Alpha Ice Complex in Harmarville. Penn Trafford scored first that night, but the Foxes scored the next 4 goals en route to the win. Tucker Cullen scored the hat trick for the Foxes, while Miles Carey stopped 43 of the 44 shots he faced. Cam Kisty scored the lone goal for Penn Trafford. Tyler Funk stopped 25 of 29 shots in that losing effort. Second game, the most recent meeting, February 17th. That was at Palmer Paints Imaging Arena in Delmont, a 3-2 Fox Chapel win. Foxes jumped out to a 3-0 lead before the Warriors scored the final 2 of the game. Trip Gehring, Dom Casile, and Liam Wiseman scored for the Fox in the win. Cam Kisty and Brock Bieneman scored for the Warriors in the losing effort. Grant Watson stopped 29 of 31 shots in the victory for Fox Chapel. Tyler Funk turned aside 20 of 23 in the loss for Penn Trafford.
You know, one thing I noticed, Matt, looking at those box scores is the number of penalty infractions. 14 in that first game, 5 in that second game, but of that 5, 26 minutes in penalties total. So those were not all minor penalties. So I'm not sure if we'll see any physicality here tonight. Hopefully, if it's physical, it's clean. But you and I are looking forward to this one. It should be a pretty good game. We can pause for the national anthem.
Just like Hulk Hogan, he is a real American. John Tucci, national anthem extraordinaire. Kevin, I saw people wiping their eyes. That's how moving it was. As we get ready to get this one underway, Penn Trafford and Fox Chapel about to face it off. Fox Chapel, the game we did last week, they knocked off Canada McMillan 6-3 in the quarterfinals. That was at the Alpha Complex in Harmarville. Hayden Farrell led the way. He had 2 goals and 2 assists. Dom Castillo had a 3-point night with 2 goals and an assist. Grant Watson stopped 21 of 24 shots to backstop the victory. Fox has scored 3 goals in a span of 2 minutes and 24 seconds in the second period to break open a 2-2 tie. Tucker Cullen added an empty net goal for Fox Chapel after the Big Macs cut the deficit to 5-3 with the minute 38 left in regulation. Fox has outshot the Big Macs 40-24 on the night. Penn Trafford knocked off number 5 Bishop McCourt 8-4 in the quarterfinals last Monday night, PPI Arena in Delmont. The Warriors actually trailed that game 3-1 in the second period before battling back to tie the game. They then trailed 4-3 before taking a 5-4 lead to the third. The Warriors would then score 3 times in the third period en route to the victory. Aiden Drotos led the way for Penn Trafford. He had a 4-point night, 2 goals and 2 assists. Brock Bieneman added 3 points with a goal and 2 assists. Ben Zersky scored twice for the Warriors in the win as well, while Tyler Funk stopped 25 of 29 in the victory. Again, the goaltending matchup tonight in the net to our left for Penn Trafford is Carson Weishorn. The net to our right for Fox Chapel is Grant Watson. Fox is right to left to get it started there in the white, black, and red. Left to right, the Warriors with the puck break the zone, and we see Ben Zersky throw it to the net, and our first save of the night made by Grant Watson.
Right off the opening draw, Matt, the Warriors go forward, and Zersky, as a left winger, was able to split it and really get a good chance. He could have tapped that across the crease. We could have had maybe a record for earliest goal.
Watson makes the first stop of the night. Fox Chapel with the puck. They try to break out here. Lead feed breaks it out of the zone through center red. And Penn Trafford finds it, dumps it back into the defensive end as the Warriors set up, reset, and try to break out. Steal here by the Foxes into the zone. It's Pierce Osterholm. Osterholm has his pass taken away, and Penn Trafford quickly brings it back the other way. Drew Hall breaks the zone. Rister coming to the 5-hole. Save Watson, and he squeezes the pads to close the door. Kevin, we talked about it pregame. Third meeting of the season this year, both regular season games won by Fox Chapel. You've coached this game, you've won championships in this game. How hard is it to beat a team 3 times in one season?
Well, I mean, that is something that's talked about often. I understand the premise, but I just don't know how it applies. You do learn some tendencies, and you can apply that to what you practice, but, you know, this is a different game. It's elimination. You get that desperation that kicks in, so those 2 games I don't think will matter much.
Dom Castillo breaks out, throws a long shot to the net, and Weishorn makes the stop and holds for the draw on his first shot of the net. So Fox Chapel team, Kevin, the highest scoring team in Class A during the regular season. Penn Trafford, they were the second highest scoring team in the classification. The Warriors allowed the least amount of goals against on the regular season campaign. The Fox allowing the 4th most goals against in Class 2A.
That shot was good for Weishorn to get us feel the puck, get that easy save from distance early in this game.
Might be a bit of a shock, too, for Fox Chapel to see Weishorn in the net. Again, Tyler Funk out tonight. He was injured in the last game and unable to go here tonight. He played both regular season games against the Foxes. As back with the puck here comes Keita Komatsu. Komatsu throws it to the net. Weishorn will handle. And so far, even though they've been long-range shots, Weishorn looks pretty confident.
Yeah, he's not on the goal line. He's off his line. He's moving, cutting down the angles, and you can see he's a pretty tall target in there, taking up a lot of the net. So we'll get a look to see how he moves side to side here. I'm sure that's one of the things the Foxes have been talking about on the bench when they recognize the different goaltender in net today. Test him early. That'll be something they'll pass along to their players, and see how he moves side to side.
Lead feed too far, but not enough for icing, and hustling after it there for Penn Trafford is Drew Hall. Hall with a good centering pass. Backhander pad save made. TJ Ferguson put it on. Out to the point it comes. Cam Kisty tries to throw it on through traffic. Blocked down there by Tyler Goldstein. He'll bring it back across center red as the Foxes dump and change. So Watson definitely tested a little more here in the early going. He's made 3 good saves. Here comes Drew Hall back the other way, splits the defense, Hall to the net, Watson says no, as Drew Hall's had a couple of good looks, but Grant Watson equal to the task.
You get a good look at where he is right now, standing out on top of that. That was a good rush there, splitting the D by number 55, Drew Hall, Matt, but he put it right into the logo of the chest. That is twice now in the first 2 minutes plus that the D has gotten beat for a walk-in on the goaltending there. The Foxes D have got to pick up their pace a little bit here. They can't allow them to be split there.
This one sent back the other way, hustling after it is Tucker Cullen. Cullen will be the first man to the puck in the lower left corner, shrugs off a check. Cullen banged the second time by Cam Kisty, dropping the puck back to Liam Wiseman. Wiseman finds Cullen, tries to wrap it around, can't do that. And the puck cleared out by Penn Trafford. This one would have, I thought it was going to be offside, but they waved that off. Centering try, big save made there. As setting it up was Nico Castelli, and Roman Catello stopped. Patrick back the other way. Good pass. Comes to the right circle. Shot on. Save made. Tom Casil puts it on, and Weishorn makes a good stop. Back and forth we go. Fast-paced action here so far. Handled here by the Foxes out to the right point. Into the circle now. Looking over is Casil. Wrister score! Tom Casil puts the mesh in motion. And the Foxes draw first blood with 14-17 left in the opening period.
Well, it's just a shot from the circle there. He caught Wiseman going down a little bit, Matt, and he was able to beat him up into that far corner. So definitely not something the Warriors wanted to see early on here. When they have less than 5 shots on goal, do the Foxes, and that early one goes in on the goaltender that is replacing the usual starter. It's 1-0 Foxes.
And here come the Foxes again, looking for more. Wiseman wrister save made by Weishorn. And then Weishorn gets taken out by Wiseman. And cleared out to center red, and it's a big hit there. Forcing the turnover by Farah, brings it back in front, has a man redirect try. And Crosby Vucetic couldn't quite get that one through. Vucetic, my fault. I called him the wrong name almost the whole game last time. In the corner, Vucetic to the right point, shot coming, glove save made. As Goldstein put it on from the right point. And Weishorn makes the glove stop.
Got a second look at that goal over here on the video delay, Matt. And Casil was covered. As we wait to get the assist.
Cullen and Goring got the assists. Gehring, that is, got the assist. That being Trip Gehring. That's the 3rd playoff goal of the season for Casil as the Warriors enter the zone offside.
So to finish the thought, when Casil received that puck right about, the circle kind of bends, there was a defender for the Warriors right next to him, and he just kind of let him go. He went to, sometimes the players get hung up on, this is supposed to be my area because I'm a right winger, and he just peeled off of Casil, who gathered himself as a right shot, pulled it across his body, and buried the shot.
Ferguson with the rip as he enters the zone, fires wide. Fox Chapel trying to bring it out, kept in. Ferguson deeks around a man to the circle. Ferguson drawing a lot of defense, drops it back, and it's poked away. Here comes Fox Chapel. It's going to be Spencer Gehring. So the goal scored by Dom Casil, his 3rd of the playoffs, assist to Trip Gehring and Tucker Cullen. Talked to head coach Ryan Lobig before the game, and he talked about those guys in that trio. And Kevin, it's not just their skill that he says is important to this Fox Chapel team. It's their leadership and experience that's meant a lot to this team throughout this season. And he says hopefully through a long Penguins Cup run as well.
You need that experience and leadership in the playoffs. Some of the times the inexperienced guys, the moment gets to be big as the crowds get bigger, and you rely on the guys that have been through the playoff battles.
Of course, Ryan Lobig not that long ago was through those playoff battles, a game that we called back in 2017 when he led the Plum Mustangs to a Penguins AA Cup championship over Latrobe. Makes me feel old, Kevin, when guys we were calling are now coaching the teams, and I realized that was also 8 years ago. Bodies bang at center red. Here comes Trip Gehring. He's going to break. Dumps in. Pushed around the other way by Jake Leonard. Outlet pass off the stick there of Brock Bieneman. Back in come the Foxes, but they're offsides.
Under the category of time moves fast, you and I were scheduled to do a doubleheader here 5 years ago on this date.
Oh my!
When the world shut down.
It did.
We were scheduled for the AAA semis. We had gotten through the D2, the 1, and the AA, and you and I were next up, and everything shut down. This date 5 years ago.
We had to wait till 21 to come back and do it again, and that was when we saw the Baldwin Highlanders.
Yes, what a run they had.
What a goaltending run they had that season, too, in 2021.
Eddie Nowicki. I was calling him No Way Nowicki because there's no way you were scoring.
There was no way to beat him. Nowicki's goals against average for the playoffs was less than 1, if I remember correctly. On the season, it was just above 1.
It was a tremendously impressive run and goal for him.
Thanks for joining us on PIHL Memory Lane. Back to the action here tonight. 12:07 left in the opening period. Fox Chapel on top 1-0. Matt Vandriak, Kevin Zomanski sharing memories and bringing you tonight's action here on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Cullen tried to flag that bouncing puck down. Gavin Patterson got a piece of him. Sends it all the way back into the Foxes zone. Tyler Goldstein bodied up on the far boards. Cleared out by the Foxes. This one will not have the length. And back into the Warriors zone is Gavin Patterson. Giveaway.
Ooh.
Check finished. That's maybe admiring that one a little too much there. Fed back in by the Warriors. Good try and tight. Big save by Watson as he steps in front of Aiden Drodos. And Watson's best save of the night there, Kevin. Drodos found that loose puck in tight. And Watson hugs the Popes to keep it out.
Yeah, on that dump in and retrieval, that was kind of bouncing around about below the goal line behind the net. And Watson, he had a nice push there to the left to come over and make that save. He's been looking sharp. You said, talking to the coach, the players were behind him. So they look good here so far early on with the Foxes with the 1-goal lead.
Gehring can't bring it on as across the line there for the Foxes was Pierce Osterholm. Kevin's the Fox Chapel team. They were led by the 2 leading regular season point getters and goal getters in Class AA, Tucker Cullen and Dom Casile. 2 other Foxes at the 30-point mark on the regular season, and Liam Wiseman also hit the 20-point plateau.
Yeah, Cullen, 28 goals in regular season, 1 in the playoffs so far. And Casile, 32 in the regular season, 2 in the playoffs so far.
3, got one tonight too.
Add this one tonight.
I can't do a lot of math, but that one I could get.
Well, I had my notes from the last game, and I forgot to add that one in. So.
Well, he just scored tonight, so
yep,
you
good correction by you.
Yeah. Shot on, save made by Watson. Unless you're telling the future, you probably wouldn't have had tonight's goal on your sheet. And if you are telling the future, let's talk afterwards. March Madness around the corner. I'd like to make some money.
I hear you.
So far, Grant Watson playing in place of Miles Carey. Kevin, we talked about that when we had the Fox Chapel opening round game against Cannon McMillan, too. The Foxes finished the regular season really strong, and Watson was the goalkeeper down the stretch, too, as Miles Carey sprained his MCL. Tough injury to come back from. They thought he might be ready for this round of the playoffs, but talking to the Fox Chapel coaching staff before the game, Carey probably will not be, at least not starting.
Maybe he'll be able to be an emergency situation, but
Charlie Hill, the backup goalie, by the way, will give some props to number 38 for the Foxes.
That's a tough injury for a goalie with their crouch, bending up and down on the ice, up, the stability of pushing side to side. That's not going to be good for a goaltender.
Plus, coming back after missing so many games, and Watson's had the hot hand, and as you were just saying, offsides is Penn Trafford. It's like they knew I wanted to finish that thought. But talked about it, too, that, Grant Watson's played really well in the stretch. The team got confident playing behind him, and they feel really good about Watson being their guy and giving this team a chance to win the Penguins Cup this year.
That belief is important, and that confidence is important when for your team as a coach. You can sometimes feel that, recognize it, and you're going to run with it as much as you can.
Penn Trafford's had some chances. They're trying to get the equalizer. Fox Chapel on top 1-0. As Dom Casile is third of the playoffs. Our only goal here so far. Casile chips it back to the Penn Trafford line. Puck pushed back the other way. Here's the big line for the Warriors out there now. Aiden Drodos over to the left side. Brock Bieneman. Bieneman finds it. Takes it down low. Sliding effort. Block follow-up. Score! Brock Bieneman. Red light activated. And Penn Trafford gets the equalizer.
kind of a weird play, Matt. We saw two Fox Chapel defenders dive down onto the ice to kind of prevent that pass from going across the goal mouth. And Bieneman, who's a real tall player with a long stick right there, he just kind of picked it up and he flicked that backhand into the net. Right there, as I look at the video, it was in the pants of, it appeared to be 47 Goldstein, the defenseman, and it was Bieneman that spotted it, and he flicked it home with the backhand.
Cue up the AC/DC. Farah just got thunderstruck at center ice by Robbie Thatcher. But it looks like we're going to get a penalty for the effort. Unassisted goal for Bieneman, his second of the playoffs, and much to the chagrin of the Penn Trafford faithful and Robbie Thatcher, that big hit's going to get him two in the sin bin. Power Play is brought to you by Penny.com. Penny.com is Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. If you missed the open enrollment period, go to Penny.com and click Can I Apply to learn about your options. Penny.com, because you're worth protecting.
0 for 1 on the power play in the first round were the Foxes in the regular season. They were 28 of 72 for 38.9%.
Here come the Foxes setting it up. Wiseman to the right circle. Casile shot partially blocked. Farah tries to flag it down. Centers nobody home. And Penn Trafford gets it out.
Took a look at the replay there, Matt. The player never touched the puck. So that's why that's called. That's a good call.
Here comes Casile. He has the Fox Chapel goal down the left side. Casile drifts all the way around to the right side, puts it off the boards. After it, there's Liam Wiseman. Wiseman goes back to the right point. Stiff pass. Fair in the circle. Wrister, blocker, save made as Weishorn equal to the challenge here. Penn Trafford finds it, and Hall gets it out. Now Farah going to bring it back, but the Foxes are offsides. You mentioned Fox Chapel on the power play, 38.9% conversion rate during the regular season. Penn Trafford, 87% kill rate. Fox Chapel 0 for 1 with the man advantage, as you said in the opening round. Penn Trafford held Bishop McCourt to an 0 for 2 mark on the power play in their quarterfinal round victory over the Crimson Crushers. Neither of these teams scored on the power play in the two regular season meetings. Fox Chapel was 0 for 3 in those two games. 60 seconds remain on this Fox Chapel Penny.com power play. Farah brings it out, trying to spin away from a check. Sends it into the slot. Wiseman shot fired wide. Casile will find it along the right boards. Casile looks it over. Drifts it back. Casile at the top of the circle. Shoots through traffic. Save made. Puck squirts loose, but the officials lost sight of it. And we get the whistle. Kevin, the old adage, your best penalty killer is your goaltender. And right now, Carson Weishorn doing a nice job.
Yeah, the defenders are doing a good job keeping those shots a little bit farther out, and he's been square to them. That time he got a good whistle because that puck fell out momentarily after.
Deflected in front. Where's it at? They're going to say no goal. Fox Chapel thinks it's in, but the referee says no.
And there's the evidence. His line in the blue paint.
Cullen tried to redirect that home, and Carson Weishorn steals one there for the Warriors.
The official was on the line. He was right in position. So immediately waved that off. No real argument from over there.
Weishorn just falling back, head underneath of him. And Cullen thought it was good. The official said otherwise. As you said, they had literally the best seat in the house. 30 seconds left. Wrister coming. That one gets iron. As that right point shot there by Gehring caught the wire, caught the post that is. Thrown towards the net by Casile, blocked up in the air. Farah finds it. Comes to the left point, Trip Gehring. Looks it over, floats it through traffic, up and over the net off the glass. 10 seconds remain on the Penny.com power play for Fox Chapel. Steal there by Penn Trafford, and Cam Kisty gets it out. Roman Catello dumps it in, and Penn Trafford gets the kill. Thatcher back on the ice. Fox Chapel with the puck. Here comes Trip Gehring. Gehring drifts in, tries to go through the defense, has his pocket picked. Nice stick check there by Jake Leonard, and back the other way. Bieneman, who got the goal for Penn Trafford, circles, centers, and just misses on that feed there, looking for Aiden Drodos.
Slick idea right there.
Players get tied up in front of the Penn Trafford bench. Warriors come away with it. And here comes Robbie Thatcher. Pushed back to the Fox Chapel zone. Tyler Goldstein finds Cullen. Cullen breaks the zone down the left side. Cullen gets away from a man, takes it behind the net. Tucker Cullen going to take it all the way around. Cullen in the right circle, looks it over, tries to pass it through 3 green jerseys, can't do it. Goldstein keeps, looks it over through traffic, blocked in front. Good work there by the Warriors in the defensive zone. That was TJ Ferguson who got the block. Penn Trafford dumps in. They want to get a fresh line on. They got to watch. There's a lot of bodies out there. But Ferguson able to dump it in. And Fox Chapel regroups. Here come the Foxes. Parker Haberman dumps into the zone, giving chase here for Fox Chapel's Pierce Osterholm. Osterholm battling with Thatcher back behind the net. Won by the Warriors. Drew Hall moves it ahead. And here comes Bieneman. Down the left side, switches spots with Ben Zersky. Zersky taken out on a thundering hit in the corner there by Tyler Goldstein. Through the neutral zone, Parker Haberman turning it back. And then the Foxes find it again. Nico Vafpetic ripping it all the way here into the Penn Trafford zone. Bodies bang along the near boards. Good pressure put on here. That's Spencer Gehring working into the corner. Thrown towards the net, blocked. Rebound, blocked as well. Couple of big plays there by Penn Trafford's Ben Zersky. Now back the other way come the Warriors down the left side. Trying to take it all the way around the wraparound. Score! Marco Ferraccio, half man, half amazing. And Penn Trafford takes a 2-1 lead.
He attacked the zone with some speed right there down the left side, Matt. He was able to get around, and it was Watson who was able to slide, but he didn't square up to that one, Matt. He turned his body and didn't get on that post, and he was able to squeeze that one through the pillows right there. He's square to the shooter, but he's not square on that post, and able to tack that one in to make it 2-1 Warriors.
Great effort by Ferraccio. And Penn Trafford has their first lead of the night. Fox Chapel dumps it from the wrong side of the red line. Icing against the Foxes, bring the face-off back in the home zone to our right.
We get a look on the Selly replay as Zersky comes down to the stands. We've seen that in all 3 games.
Unassisted goal for Ferraccio. So that's 2 unassisted tallies for the Warriors. Ferraccio's second of the playoffs. Thanks, and a shout out to our PA announcer, Austin McLean, as well. Not just for announcing the goals, but for giving us the number of goals for the playoffs as well. Saves Kevin and I from doing unnecessary research and me trying to navigate the site through my phone, which may end up with my phone at center ice if I try that. Lead feed for Penn Trafford too far.
And he's not joking. You know, I could use a good Ferraccio dish with some pesto sometimes, you know?
Asking you may receive. I get one of the sponsors out here. I saw the food downstairs. We missed the invite. It's all right. I got Mountain Dew and candy. I'll be amped up all night. Won't fall asleep until Thursday morning, but hey.
So one thing I wanted to mention so far, Matt, on Weishorn, right? We've seen the goal, and then we saw the post. And both of them came from the right wing side offensively on the far side. So the Foxes have kind of detected something, and they're shooting for that far post. We don't have a good angle from over there. I don't know if he's off his angle a little bit, but that's one thing they want to talk to him about at the first period break.
Other thing too, Kevin, having not seen Penn Trafford a lot this season,
or at all.
In my case too, not at all. But we don't know when the last time was that Carson Weishorn played.
That's a good point.
We know that Tyler Funk played both regular season games between these sides. There's a steal. Bieneman brings it in but loses control. And now it's going to be Liam Wiseman back the other way. Wiseman down the left side. Get a hip check there. Patterson dishing out a little Kasperitis there with the hip.
3-on-2.
2 Warriors collide as they break the zone.
Didn't work out well.
Cam Kisti centers. Broken up. Good defense there by Goldstein. From the point, thrown back towards the net there by Drodos, and it goes wide. Fox Chapel had the momentum early on, but after Penn Trafford tied it, the Foxes have been kind of back on their heels. And I think that penalty kill definitely gave Penn Trafford some momentum as well.
Some of the players, they got low panic thresholds on the puck there, just kind of throwing it away.
Bieneman breaks the zone down the right side, throws it to the net. Stick save made by Watson. Over to the corner it goes. And Keita Komatsu sends it ahead here to Cullen. Cullen going to move it up the left side. Here comes Dom Casil. Casil dumps, chasing down the far side is Farah. Farah finds Cullen. Cullen to Casil. He scores! And that Fox Chapel goal was just too sweet! Casil with the finish. Tic-tac-toe and a goal.
You can see that one developing, Matt, when they pass it over to the other side. Going to that back post, there's a right shot on the left side. If he could get that one through the defenseman's stick, right here, they went from left to right, get the dump in, and now they're on the retrieval. Right there to Cullen, he gets it over to Casil, and that high-scoring duo connects once again on really well executed, Matt. One thing that Penn Trafford is going to need to shut down are the defensive zone breakout passes that are going across the ice for the Foxes. They're getting them into transition, and that was an example of that. That started back in their own zone, and then a good dump in and retrieval.
Casil's second of the night, fourth of the playoffs. We're tied at 2. Oh, Austin,
We'll
give you props.
Austin.
Cullen gets an assist, his second of the night. Hayden Farah picks up his first point of the night. He had the big 4-point night, Kevin, in that victory. 2-2. We thought he had the hat trick. I still think he does, but I digress. Once it's on the internet, it's official. That's what I hear about things.
No misinformation out there.
Never.
Wow.
In the corner, bodies bang. Casil, Gehring, redirect, and Cullen blocked by his counterpart, Ryan Kisty, who got a piece of that before he could put it on net. Fox is buzzing now. Casil back the other way. Casil looking for Wiseman, going to try to turn over a shot instead. Casil lifts the defenseman's stick. Wiseman brings it back to Casil. Casil tries to throw it towards the net. And the Foxes pushing now. Gehring from the point. Casil, top of the circle. Shot on Pat. Save made. Rebound back to Casil. Through traffic. Knocked down with the glove as Weishorn under siege right now. This is Fox Chapel top line, making things happen. Right point pass. Goldstein drifts here to the left side. Finds Gehring in the circle. Shot goes through the blue paint. All the way to the far side now. Kept in there by Wiseman. Finally, Penn Trafford gets a break, and they're going to ice it. As Fox Chapel, you could say that the Warriors, in the words of Mike Lang, took the heat out of a very hot kitchen there.
Credit Coach Lobig and whoever's changing the forwards over there for going back with that line after the goal and staying with them. Really putting the pressure on the Warriors right there. Bottling them up and have to go to the icing to get the change. Cullen really got inside position on that defenseman, Kisty there. They can't allow that also.
Clean face-off win, shot to the net, goes wide as Keita Komatsu put that on. And Trafford going to bring it back. Here comes Cam Kisty, going to go coast to coast, chase down his own dumping. Kisty ran into, good shoulder check there by Nico Vavpetic. Put on the net, covered up by Watson. And the horn, the whistle sounds. No horn yet.
No horn.
Yeah.
Not only do I feel badly for Tyler Funk for not being able to participate, but we are denied your puns for like Grand Funk Railroad, bringing the funk, bringing the noise.
You have no idea.
There was going to be a lot of them
You have no
tonight.
idea how much I had ready when I looked at the rosters last night, but
I know. I've been with you long enough on
Kevin,
these games.
You're just going to have to get the funk out with that. So back behind the net, Penn Trafford trying to take the lead back. These teams have gone back and forth. Fox Chapel scored first. Warriors got the next two. Then Fox Chapel tied it up. Dom Casil getting both for the Foxes here tonight. Dumped in, chased after. Wiseman trying to get away from Kisty as he works to the far side. Wiseman pushing the puck down low. Pierce Osterholm. Kisty, a good job of taking him out. Kisty playing a physical game back there in the 22. And that's an opportunity now for Bieneman back the other way. Bieneman hammered on the far wall as Hayden Farah unleashes the fury. Coming across center red, Gehring from the RMU logo puts it on, and Weishorn absorbs it.
Weishorn doesn't appear to be comfortable dropping it and playing it. So Fox Chapel will also know that they can get an offensive zone draw if they throw it at the net. Under a minute to go here, first period. We're tied at 2. We talked about high-scoring affair. Both teams over 100 goals on the season collect each, so we're seeing that.
Goldstein from the face-off, stick save by Weishorn. Kevin, you kind of talked about that beforehand. We might see a shootout here tonight, and that is not music to either Carson Weishorn or Grant Watson's ears, but 4 on the board, 2 aside, both keepers to open strong.
It does drive the coaches crazy, too. That was a good save by Weishorn there, using the stick to angle it away up over the glass.
Around with it now comes TJ Ferguson. Ferguson dumps it back into the Fox Chapel zone. Trip Gehring. 35 left in the period. He brings it out. Kept in down the right side here for the Foxes. Marco Ferraccio, who had that nice goal for Penn Trafford to give the Warriors the lead. Back the other way, Casil dumps. He's trying to chase. Cullen is going to have to touch up to get onside, and that gives Ferraccio the chance to throw it all the way back to the Fox Chapel net. Watson sticks it aside. Final 10 seconds now of this opening period. Tucker Cullen up the left side, gets away from a man. Cullen going to bring it in. Cullen with 4 seconds left, stood up in the circle, throws it towards the net. Redirect save made by Weishorn as the horn sounds. 17 minutes of hockey in the books here on Neville Island. Your score after one, Class AA Semifinals. Fox Chapel 2, Penn Trafford 2. We'll take a break and be back. You're watching the 2025 Road to the Penguins Cup. The PIHL High School Hockey Playoffs are on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh. Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the...
Back here at the RMU Island Sports Center, period number 2 about to get underway. Class AA semifinal round matchup. Fox Chapel and Penn Trafford, the number 1 seeded Foxes, the number 4 Warriors tied at 2 after 1 alongside Kevin Zomanski, Matt Vandriak, center ice with you as the 2025 Road to the Penguins Cup. The PIHL High School Hockey Playoffs are on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV. We'll get the goals for you here and we get an opportunity. Teams switch sides, left to right. Fox Chapel with the puck and they move it out. Penn Trafford the opposite way. Through center red. Goldstein moved it with the glove. Touchdown there by Patterson. Thrown back towards the net. Goldstein over here to the near wall for Fox Chapel. Brings it all the way back to the right point. Waits, throws a high shot that goes up and out of play. Want to say thank you to Trusky Entertainment for being a new Penguins Cup playoff sponsor. Get ready, Pittsburgh. Experience a night out in the town, the thrill of live entertainment. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Join the excitement with top artists and a community of music lovers all around the Pittsburgh area. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today. Don't miss out on the best live entertainment in Pittsburgh with Trusky Entertainment. (15-10) the shots in the opening period. Fox Chapel out shooting Penn Trafford. Cullen going to find that puck. Goes to the left point. Vavpedic, redirect, loose puck. Casil looking for the hat trick and putting the mitt down to cut it off. Is Carson Weishorn. Kevin back and forth first period. Fox Chapel scored first. Penn Trafford got the next 2. Fox Chapel got the equalizer. And we head into the second period with 4 on the board.
Yeah, now that we're 1 period in, opportunity to have a little discussion at the break. Maybe the players settle down a little bit, but just watching some of the defensive play, man, I can think we're going to see goals continue to be scored.
Driving to the net, backhander save made as Ben Zerski Made it happen there. Shot back towards the net. Zersky found, no, sorry, not Zersky, but Bieneman found that rebound, put it on. And Watson has to come up with 2 big saves.
I just thought of one. We were going to get a Wild Cherry reference, weren't we?
Yeah, we probably were. The hockey gods will not have that tonight, so we have to come up with, get to improvise now. My rehearsed material is, well, not happening. Goldstein dropping it back to the left side. Shot towards the net there by Fox Chapel's Antonio Cardinale, and then he gets pummeled on the far wall.
2-on-1 if they hurry.
Drodo shot, save made, rebound, and Bieneman couldn't find that bouncing puck, and then Fox Chapel almost OG'd it. Not original gangster, own goal. Wiseman back the other way, wrister coming, it's blocked. Good work there by Robbie Thatcher. Thatcher finishes his man off in the corner, and then ending up on top, there's Kyler Dorn. Out with the now comes Drodos. Aiden Drodos down the left side, looks it over, shoots it with that shot pass. Trying to find Thatcher going to the net, couldn't quite connect. Nice steal, Bieneman, but the Warriors are offside.
Let me quickly run through it, Matt. It was 2:43 of the first. Dom Casillo, his third of the playoffs from Tucker Cohen and Trip Gehring. Penn Trafford tied it to 6:54 of the first. Brock Bieneman. And then 11 for Bieneman, his second. And then it was Marco Ferraccio. It was his second of the playoffs at 11:06. And then at 13:09, Casillo's fourth of the playoffs, second of the game from Cohen and Hayden Farrar.
Thrown back to the net, stick to side there by the goaltender Grant Watson. And up the right side, here come the Foxes. It's going to be Parker Haberman, softly pushing it towards the net. Weishorn will stick that one away. Penn Trafford going to break it out. Nico Castelli. Castelli through center red, breaks the Fox Chapel line. Castelli 1-on-2, drops it back. Ferraccio fires wide in tight, trying to turn it on. Watson kicks, I think, the net off the moorings, trying to come back and make that stop. That's one thing, Kevin, we hadn't seen yet tonight. Till there. And we're not going to say anything more about it before we jinx ourselves and see that a lot. The nets here at RMU are notorious for coming off the moorings, though.
We were having that discussion last night watching the game, whether it was this place or the place where we were last week where they come off the spots all the time. And
from the face-off, Grant Watson, a little first baseman play there, like spring training, gloving that one down.
Yeah, that was a hot shot down there. You had to reach up high for that one.
Face-off one by the Foxes. They look for an out. Here to the near side, it's going to be Parker Haberman. Haberman dumps it back to center red, and Nico Castelli finds it there. Castelli dropping it back into the Warriors zone. Gavin Patterson, cross ice. Finding it there is Liam Foley. Puck moved ahead. Up the right side, Gehring. That being Spencer Gehring. He couldn't get it on the net. Two pairs of brothers out there, one for each side. Spencer and Trip Gehring for the Foxes. Ryland and Cam Kisty for the Warriors. Ferraccio down the left side. Shot coming, and that one hits the far post. So Ferraccio almost got number 2 there, Kevin. Somebody snuck that one through Watson.
And the Warriors this time shooting far side on the goaltender Watson.
Gehring breaks center red, dumps it in. Fox Chapel going to bring a fresh line on behind. As Penn Trafford sets it up. You know, the worst thing about Funk being injured is the goaltender. He touched the puck so much. But I digress.
Numerous opportunities.
In all seriousness, though, it's a shame that Tyler Funk couldn't be in this game tonight. Driving to the net, backhand try, save made. Cullen took it strong. Carson Weishorn makes the stuff, and talked about Tyler Funk, who got the victory, Kevin, in the quarterfinal round win over Bishop McCourt, but got hurt somewhere along the line and unable to go tonight. So backup keeper Carson Weishorn in the net for the Warriors, and he's accounted for himself pretty well here.
29 shots, 25 saves. We talked about that in the open. That was Funk's line during that quarterfinal matchup.
Funk played both regular season games for the Warriors against Fox Chapel as well. Centering pass blocked. Goldstein finds it along the left boards. Goldstein to the circle, pushes down low. Casillo handles it there. He'll send it down low to Goldstein. Around here to the near side. For Fox Chapel there, it's going to be Parker Hanley. Hanley brought it back to the point. Nico Vavpedic back to Hanley. Hanley puts it in the corner. Cullen to the point. teeing it up, shot on, blocker, save made. Goldstein had a good look, and Weishorn got the blocker on it to make another save for the Warriors. Penn Trafford a bit pinned up in their zone, but Fox Chapel gives them a break.
That was a good pass by Colin to go to that far post, Matt. The way defensive zone coverage has evolved, you kind of overload it with numbers in the corner, where it kind of it's supposed to look like if you look at a dice with a 5. So the open player is that far point man usually coming out, and Colin spotted that and made an excellent pass across. And then he even covered the point, but he pulled it out, couldn't keep it in. So that's why the faceoff was in the neutral zone.
Chipped in by the Warriors. And Fox Chapel will track it down there. Trip Gehring sets up behind his own net 5 minutes into this second period. All tied at 2. All 4 goals coming in the opening period. Komatsu pocket pick. Centering try, and it goes just wide as Drodos threw it towards the net, and Bieneman was looking for a redirect.
Good poke check by Zersky there, creating that opportunity.
Been a strong game, too, for Ben Zersky. And thanks to his mother, Michelle, the team manager, for helping out, making sure I had the scratches, the lineups, knew about the keepers, got the pronunciations. We greatly appreciate those efforts. Because as fancy as the technology and everything may be, broadcasters, if you don't know how to say the kid's name right, you're doing something wrong.
And you always ingratiate yourself to all the team managers when we go through the playoff runs.
I'm a man of the people, Kevin.
For sure.
Back to the point it comes. Bieneman, lead feed. Here comes Ferraccio. Ferraccio shot on, and he just misses there, trying to go high on the glove side. Farah bringing it back the other way. Finds a trailer. Crosby will Kodich in front, and Wiseman just couldn't turn it over. Kevin, the net wide open, but Wiseman couldn't flag that puck. Down, let's get bounced off the tape.
That was a good play one end, transition the other end, and a good pass across to Wiseman. And he just didn't slam on the brakes. He went past the goal line, tried to reach back, and put that one into the open net to get that third goal, the go-ahead goal, and was not able to do it. It was a back-and-forth sequence in this game. Warriors had a chance, and then on the rush, it was a good pass across by Casillo. The Warriors need to shut down that transition a little better through the neutral zone, not give them that speed coming across the blue line.
Fox Chapel gets... Well, Penn Trafford gets it out. Fox Chapel gets it back and resets it center red. Goldstein going to dump it in and around over to the far side. After it, there's Osterholm. Osterholm double teamed. He's taken off the puck and then able to force it back. Looking in front, redirect off the pad of Weishorn. On that try there by Haberman. Goldstein shakes and bakes the point, fires, blocked. Nice job to get in front of it there by Roman Catello. Out with it. Lead feed cut off. Patrick brings it in, fires wide. As Kevin Patrick, good work there to cut off an odd man break, perhaps back the other way, and then almost turned into a shot on goal as well. Haberman breaks the zone, pushing it towards the net, sticked away there by the keeper. As Weishorn got it away, here's Casillo. He has both Fox Chapel goals. Receives a good shoulder check over there that allows Penn Trafford to bring it back through center red, but Fox Chapel regroups, and here comes Cullen. Cullen breaks the line on side. Cullen to the left side. Cullen rising backhander and ends up out of play as Cullen.
He turned it over to the forehand as a left shot. He tried to go high. And Matt, that's just an indication to me that his curve is pretty sweet and maybe over the line a little to be elevating it. I mean, that was more than a 60-degree wedge right there. How quickly he got that in the air. I can see it right here. He got a little toe curve. I like the toe curve, but he was able to elevate that in tight. I mean, he was right next to the post.
Zersky sends it ahead up the right side. One-time rip there by T.J. Ferguson. Fired wide, and over right point try. Save made. Watson, he sticks away the rebound as Zersky was looking for it there in the slot. Fired back towards the net, blocked. Second try blocked. 2 blocks over there by Cullen. Penn Trafford buzzing now. Zersky behind the net. Looks it over, sends it out to the right point, thrown to the net through traffic, redirect goes just wide, follow-up try, and Hall can't turn it over. Kisty finds it, slot shot, blocked. Fox Chapel's numbers back the other way if they hurry. Handley dumps it in, Patterson tracks it down, Handley steals it back, he gets tripped up, fed towards the net, bouncing puck, and Penn Trafford going to bring it back the other way.
Stay on sides.
Ferguson as Zersky crossed the line prematurely. And that's a break for Fox Chapel because Handley was a little bit shaken up after falling on the play behind, but also a chance to say hello to Ben Zersky's father who's watching us. He's unable to attend today, so he's watching us at home. Hope you enjoy it. Tell your friends. TenbandTV.
Hello, Mr. Zersky. Your son was not able to hold that offensive blue line. I could see him trying to fan out towards the boards there, and you get anxious. He just didn't drag that foot, or that skate, rather, and stay on sides.
Puck played back behind the net. Wrap around. Try. Watson the save. As Bieneman tried to stuff that in on the far post. Out to the right wall. Penn Trafford brings it. Kept. Shot, save, rebound kept out as well. As Zersky, sorry, not Zersky, but Trodos put it on. And Bieneman couldn't find that rebound. Farah back 2-on-3. Breaks it down the right side, has a trailer. And he had Vukotic going to the net, but couldn't find him.
See, Farah did a nice job. That puck was on edge, and he cupped it and settled it down flat.
Battle in the lower corner. Penn Trafford comes away with it. We have a whistle behind the play, and it looks like the Warriors might be heading back to the sin bin.
Well, the PT fans were very upset at that scoring opportunity. They thought there was a holding call that they missed. So the Bronx cheer comes from our left, the PT fans.
Farah's going to go to the box, and this is a Penny.com power play try for Penn Trafford. Penny.com is Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. If you missed the open enrollment period, go to Penny.com and click Can I Apply to learn about your options. Penny.com, because you're worth protecting.
In the quarterfinal, the Warriors 2 for 6, 33% on the power play. For the season, they were 13 of 50, 26%.
Thatcher from the face-off win. Fox Chapel killed at an 81.8% clip on the regular season as Watson covers up that loose puck.
Yeah, they were 1 for 1 last week against Cannon Mac. So the Warriors still have minute 40 on this power play opportunity. Face off to the left of Watson here. Nice job kicking it to get possession. See how they set it up on the drag to the middle.
Kisty to the top of the circle. Now cross-ice pass. Thatcher had it in his skates. Centers and misses the intended target. Bieneman that is in front of the net. Along the right side, Trodos. Trodos down low to Bieneman. Bieneman brings it on, trying to push it in front for Thatcher. It's off the back of the mesh. And over to the right side, Trodos down to Bieneman. Bieneman turns it back the other way. Has a man in front! And I'm not sure how that didn't go in. Trodos, a great look, but doesn't get it through.
I think Watson pushed over and got a piece.
He may have, or else it went up and over the net. Wrap around, Watson safe. Rebound, Watson keeps that out too. Penn Trafford buzzing on this Penny.com power play. Halfway through, Warriors down low. Bieneman behind the net. Over to Trodos. Trodos puts it in front, comes out to Thatcher. Thatcher leaves it for Kisty. Kisty rotates to the left point. Through traffic. Save made. Rebound. Kept out. Denial. Seems it had to come. Grant Watson comes up huge for the Foxes.
A far from elementary save right there for Watson. As I was watching the replay to see that pass where he got that push over, I still think he got a piece of it. I like the change of the point of attack for the Warriors to behind the net, Matt. Everybody wants to go to center point and set up the umbrella, but everyone sees it. And right there, they were able to start the attack from down behind the net, get it up top, and get it to the net. And he kept it out.
40 seconds left on the Penny.com power play for the Warriors. Setting it up in the circle, rising rip. That one just misses. As Zersky trying to give the Warriors the lead back, and Fox Chapel finally gets to clear as Casil sends the length of the rink. Weishorn comes out of the net. Final 20 seconds now of this Penn Trafford Penny.com power play. Comes Ferraccio. He has a goal in the game. Going to lead the charge back now for the Warriors. Ferraccio crossing center red, breaks the line. Ferraccio coast to coast, shot blocked, and out of play is Nico Vavpetić. Got a piece of that for Fox Chapel.
Well, as much as I spotlighted the goals, we don't have any goals in the second period yet. We're still tied at 2. All 4 goals scored in that opening period. We had some chances. Both teams exchanged special teams opportunity. As that power play for the Warriors has 8 seconds before it expires. They've got a chance here on the draw.
Face off one. Out to the left side, Ferraccio. Comes back to Kisty.
Ferracio's going to have a chance. Ooh.
Kisty takes it away, though. Down the right side there, Cam Kisti, and heavy collision in the corner, and a whistle behind the play as players on pile down there. Sersky has words with Casil afterwards.
It's kind of hard to see down in the corner there. Farah came out of the box. He almost had a poke and go from his teammate to get on the breakaway. But it was a good play by Kisti there to keep it in. Tried to work it down low. That was cut off. And then we had that scrum in the corner off the draw.
In front, save! Watson, rebound loose. As Penn Trafford pushing it here, penalty over. Farah finishes off his man, and he's going to go to the box. Rylan Kisti is still down, but Hayden Farah is heading to the sin bin, and this one, Kevin, might be a 2 and 10, because I think I saw some head contact there.
See what the call is. Had my attention focused elsewhere, so I'm going to get a look at here on the video delay. Good save by Watson on the telescope.
That's a 2 and 10. They just signaled it there. So Hayden Farah, he plays a physical game. And we saw it in the first round. We saw it tonight. Head contact, the call. So Farrell's got to sit for 10. And Gus Passarello's going to serve the minor.
That's in that dangerous area, Matt, for a hockey player that is a couple feet, 2.5 to 3 feet away from the boards, that if you get knocked over, things could go really badly for a player.
Thatcher fires wide, so back to the Penny.com power play for the second time tonight is Penn Trafford. Penny.com, Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace, and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. If you missed the open enrollment period, go to Penny.com and click Can I Apply to learn more about your options. Penny.com, because you're worth protecting. Grant Watson and the Fox Chapel Foxes, Kevin, going to try to protect the net again as back-to-back power play tries here for Penn Trafford.
Worth mentioning, Matt, that we're towards the end of the second period where the ice isn't as good.
Penn Trafford dumping it down low. Bieneman wrapping it around to the far wall, and now Cam Kisti will find it. Kisti pushing it back behind the net. Bieneman trying to work his way away from Komatsu. Kisti and Bieneman switch. Bieneman has the puck, centers. Unable to turn that one over, though, was Duran, and out it goes. Fox Chapel gets a much-needed clear 40 seconds into this Penn Trafford Penny.com power play.
That was almost a good poke check by Colin. They got to be dangerous when Colin's up there looking for a break.
Here he comes. Collins shorthanded, trying to go around his man. Well defended by Cam Kisti. Unfortunately, Kisti's pass a little too strong, but Bieneman able to deflect it and prevent the icing call from happening. Drodos comes away with the puck to the net. Backhander, save Watson. No rebound. So we talked about the big line, the big players for Fox Chapel. Penn Trafford, they have a good trio as well. Aiden Drodos, Brock Bieneman, and Cam Kisti all recorded 30-plus points on the regular season. Robbie Thatcher and Kyler Doran each reached the 20-point mark for the Warriors as well.
Drodos had 21 goals in the regular season, 2 so far in the playoffs. Bieneman at 16 and also added 2 in the playoffs.
Hall from the left point, 50 seconds left on the power play. Point-to-point pass. Now Ferguson, the circle shot blocked. Goldstein got a piece of it. Ferguson gets it back in tight. Save made Watson, and the net's off the moorings.
It happens. Predictably, all the fans of the team on the power play yell and complain, but there's really nothing you can do. You can't put stronger pegs in there. It becomes a player safety issue.
Right.
That's just the way it is. And people got to stop complaining about it.
We've seen it happen a couple times. The goaltender just trying to push off to get back side to side, and that's the way it goes. And as you said, player safety takes precedence. Hall through traffic, blocked in front, loose and tight, pushed wide. Great look for Patterson, but he couldn't finish it. Hall from the left point. Drift's going to dump one into the slot off the glove of Ferraccio. Now a steal by Fox Chapel. And back the other way, Goldstein comes shorthanded, but towards the end of his shift there, Kevin couldn't quite get the wheels a turning. Penn Trafford brings it back. Final 10 of the Warriors Penny.com power play. Ferraccio breaks the zone, sidesteps Faf Pettick, but lost control of the puck. Fox Chapel regroups, turns it back over. Ferguson rising shot up and over the net. Passarello out of the box, penalty over, and Fox Chapel, whoa, my head's up over there. As he sends it into the bench, and Ryan Lobig over there on the Fox Chapel bench, Kevin, showing some of those skills he had back on that 2017 Plum championship team dancing away from that puck.
Lobig's on the Fox Chapel one. It was Brian Zagorak and his team that they knocked over all the spare sticks for Penn Trafford. Well, not all.
I thought it made it all the way into the home bench.
But then I think it went behind. But the high heat came into the Warriors bench.
Well, it always reminds me of Eddie Johnson in the 1996 playoffs against the Capitals. Remember that? That's when I realized that Eddie Johnson wasn't a mummy, even though he was as old as one, because he was actually bleeding. Sand didn't come out when he got hit with that puck. Story for another time. Peter Nedved ended a very long night, though, that night.
Oh, that was a very long night.
Up the right side, here comes Wiseman. Rister coming through traffic, block. Good defense there by Thatcher. Speaking of physical, Robbie Thatcher's been physical tonight for the Warriors. Does a nice job there. From the right circle, shot on. Thatcher gets the block. Out to the point, and Gehring can't hold it in. Of course, referencing the 1996 series the Penguins had in the opening round against the Washington Capitals, Eddie Johnson got hit with a puck and literally was bleeding profusely like it was a pro wrestling cage match. And then Peter Nedved, end of the night at 2:34 a.m.
The fact that you
fifth
remember the exact
overtime
time
goal
is insane.
And a young 19-year-old Matt Vandriak was in Stonecker Hall in Morgantown, West Virginia, staying up for that and having a final 4 hours later.
That sounds about right.
In front, Biedeman can't turn it over. Great defense there by Nico Vavpetic. And if you want more details, Kevin, the guys that lived in the dorm room next to me were Washington Capitals fans. I may or may not have been banging on their door at 2:37 a.m. in just a pair of boxers to let them know that the Penguins did indeed win.
And I'm certain that went over really well.
The door was closed and there were two words used. One of them was you. You can guess what the other one is.
Little did they know you were supposed to be preparing for your final, but you were preparing to call these hockey games all these years later.
I aced that final, by the way. I'm sure people are really concerned about that.
I was wondering.
I don't think I slept that night. 19 years old, my goodness. Anyway.
Still tied at 2. 2 minutes to go here. Deuces Wild, second period.
Speaking of double deuces, Cam Kistey setting up behind his own net. After an explosive first period, Kevin, scoring has not happened here in period number 2. No goals yet as Penn Trafford ices it. So it's been the tale of 2 periods.
Yeah.
Back and forth in the opening period. Teams kind of settled down a bit in the second period, but more power play tries in the second period. Nobody breaking through.
There's been a few opportunities. Credit to both goalies making the saves. Players on both sides not able to finish, but we get the ozone draw here for the Foxes. Casil's going to step in. He's going to go forward.
Casil wins it in front, and a good job there by Weishorn to push it out with the poke check there because Osterholm was right on the doorstep looking to tap it home.
Bad read by the Warriors center. Excellent play by Weishorn to poke that.
Kistey works it to the far side, shrugs off a check there by Osterholm. Final 90 seconds of the second period. Kistey leads the charge. Finds Zersky. Zersky pushing it back behind the net. And then Kistey steps in to finish his check. In front of the net it comes. Fox Chapel able to bank it back out. Patterson retreats to his blue line, throws it over to the far side. Ferguson dumps in. Fox Chapel hustling after it. We see Vavpetic, the first man there. 4-man scrum in the lower left corner. Hall and Gehring join the fray.
1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute.
Behind the net, Fox Chapel comes away with it. Here comes Dom Casil. Casil crosses center red. Down the left side, Casil gets around a man. Casil centers, and a great read there to cut it off by Robbie Thatcher.
They would do well to angle better in the neutral zone to not let Casil generate that much speed. No ice here.
35 ticks left in this second period. Patterson plays it off the back of one of his own players, and that gave an opportunity there for Lukatic to almost set up some offense for the Foxes, but Penn Trafford will get it, can't clear. Ferguson, pressure on the play by Cullen. Sends it off Zersky's stick, who moves it back to center red. Trip Gehring dumps it in, taken away. Ferguson, maybe one last rush. TJ Ferguson up the right side, long shot on G-Love. Glove saved by Watson, and he'll hold for the faceoff.
Watson out there on his crease. Might have been better served, Matt, if he would have steered that with the stick to the corner to keep that clock moving and not get this late D-zone face-off. 10 seconds remaining here. It's going to be Catella that steps into the dot for the Warriors. And they're going to wave out Liam Wiseman.
Draw one back to the right point. Fired wide on the try there by Jake Leonard. Down the left side, Thatcher dumps it in. Final couple ticks of the clock. Thatcher finishes his check. as the horn sounds to end period number 2. 2 chapters written, at least one more is still to be told here in the Class AA Penguins Cup semifinals. Your score after 2, top-seeded Fox Chapel with the deuce. 4th-seeded Penn Trafford with a deuce as well. Keep it here. We'll be back with the 3rd period. You're watching the 2025 Road to the Penguins Cup. The PIHL High School Hockey Playoffs are on the Trib Live High School Sports Network and TenbandTV.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Black and red, left to right, the Warriors with the puck break the zone, and we see Ben Zierski throw it to the net, and our first save of the night made by Grant Watson.
Right.
Definitely tested a little more here in the early going. He's made 3 good saves. Here comes Drew Hall back the other way, splits the defense, Hall to the net, Watson says no, as Drew Hall's had it so far. Handled here by the Foxes out to the right point, into the circle now, looking over, Casil, wrister, score! Tom Casil puts the mesh in motion, and the Foxes draw first blood with 14-17 left in the opening period.
It's 1-0 Foxes.
And here come the Foxes again, looking for more. Wiseman, wrister, save made by Weishorn. And then Weishorn gets taken out by Wiseman.
It's 1-0 Foxes.
And here come the Foxes again, looking for more. Wiseman, wrister, save made by Weishorn. And then Weishorn gets taken out by Wiseman. Aiden Drodos over to the left side. Brock Bieneman. Bieneman finds it, takes it down low, sliding effort, block, follow-up, score! Brock Bieneman, red light activated, and Penn Trafford gets the equalizer.
Kind of a weird play, Matt. We saw 2 Fox Chapel defenders spotted it, and he flicked it home with the backhand.
Cue up the AC/DC. Farah just got thunderstruck at center ice by Robbie Thatcher.
That puck fell out momentarily after.
Deflected in front. Where's it at? They're going to say no goal. Fox Chapel thinks it's in, but the referee says no. Now back the other way come the Warriors down the left side, trying to take it all the way around the wraparound. Score! Marco Ferraccio, half man, half amazing. Comes Dom Casil. Casil dumps, chasing down the far side is Farah. Farah finds Cullen. Cullen to Casil. He scores! And that Fox Chapel goal was just too sweet. Casil from a man, Cullen going to bring it in. Cullen with 4 seconds left, stood up in the circle, throws it towards the net. Redirect save made by Weishorn as the horn sounds. 17 minutes of hockey in the books here on Neville Island. Thrown back towards the net, Goldstein. Over here to the near wall for Fox Chapel. Brings it all the way back to the right point. Waits, throws a high shot that goes up and out of play.
Some of the defensive play, man. I think we're going to see goals continue to be scored.
Driving to the net, backhander save made as Ben Zierski. Ryland and Cam Kisty for the Warriors. Ferraccio down the left side. Shot coming, and that one hits the far post. Here comes Cullen. Cullen breaks the line on side. Cullen to the left side. Cullen rising backhander and ends up out of play as Cullen.
He turned it over to
by Cullen. Penn Trafford buzzing now. Zierski behind the net. Looks it over, sends it out to the right point. Thrown to the net through traffic. Redirect goes just wide. Follow-up try, and Hall can't turn it over. Kisty finds it. Slot shot blocked. Fox behind the net. Over to Drodos. Drodos puts it in front, comes out to Thatcher. Thatcher leaves it for Kisty. Kisty rotates to the left point. Through traffic. Save made. Rebound. Kept out. Denial. Seems it had to come. Charge back now for the Warriors. Ferraccio crossing center red. Breaks the line. Ferraccio coast to coast. Shot blocked. And out of play is Nico Vavpetick. Got a piece of that for Fox Chapel. He takes it away though. Down the right side there. Cam Kisty and heavy collision in the corner. And a whistle behind the play as players unpiled. Bieneman able to deflect it and prevent the icing call from happening. Drodos comes away with the puck to the net. Backhander save Watson. No rebound. So it's a point pass now. Ferguson, the circle shot blocked. Goldstein got a piece of it. Ferguson gets it back in tight. Save made Watson. And the net's off the moorings. 4 hours later.
That sounds about right.
In front, Bieniemy can't turn it over. Great defense there by Nico Vavpedic. Ferguson maybe one last rush. TJ Ferguson up the right side. Long shot on G. Love. Glove saved by Watson, and he'll hold for the faceoff.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. FiberNew specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show. Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
All across the United States, each state has what's called an immunization information system. Immunization information systems, or IIS, are confidential, population-based, computerized databases that record all immunization doses administered by participating providers to persons residing within a given geopolitical area. In the United States, every vaccination registry is a bit different, which can become daunting and confusing. Enter PubHub. PubHub solves this issue by giving its providers the ability to connect and communicate to the state registry with one connection and one data format. For example, if a patient has received the COVID-19 vaccine, PubHub allows the provider to see if the patient has already received the vaccine, keeping everything safe and organized for everyone.
Play It Again Sports in Greensburg is your locally owned and operated sporting goods store. We set ourselves apart by offering a wide variety of both new and used equipment at competitive prices. Located in the Greengate East Plaza, below Walmart, Play It Again Sports' knowledgeable staff will help you and your family prepare for every athletic season. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or trade, we are here as your one-stop shop. At Play It Again Sports in Greensburg, everybody plays.
Look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. We utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings, all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
What a wonderful day!
Welcome to Temple Strength and Sport Performance, where we empower you to reach new heights in strength, speed, and athletic performance. Temple is here to support you every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned athlete, join him in Jefferson Hills, Pennsylvania, and discover the difference. For more information, call 412-527-1755. Start your journey with us today.
2 jumbo iced caramel drizzle peppermint mochaccino.
Extra caramel?
That's us. I'd love to join you guys at the beach house for a few days, but between my job and the kids, it's just not that easy. Not to mention, how am I squeezing into a bikini after this winter?
Keeping off extra pounds while balancing a family and a career can be tough. And 500-calorie coffees won't get you there either. Weight Loss Direct provides a 24/7 support and one-on-one coaching to keep you on track and guarantee you success and health. Start your journey at weightlossdirect.com.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Get ready, Pittsburgh! Experience a night out on the town and the thrill of live music. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and unforgettable events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music in Pittsburgh.
Back here at the RMU Island Sports Center, getting ready to get period number 3 underway. Class AA semifinal round matchup. Fox Chapel, Penn Trafford, tied at 2 after 2. Matt Vandriak, Kevin Zomansky with you here on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Now a chance for us to take a look back with some goal analysis. This is brought to you by Trusky Entertainment.
Get a look at these coming up right here. This first one's going to be on Fox Chapel. You're going to see Casile get it right there. He gets bumped a little bit by the Warriors defender and just lets him go. Casile was able to shoot it for that far post to give the Fox Chapel the 1-0 lead. It's going to be Bieneman that's going to answer for the Warriors. Right here you can see Tues slide down, and it's just going to kind of lie there. Bieneman with the long stick and the long reach is able to chip that up quickly, and he goes to the glass for the celly. It's tied at 1. And then Casile's going to get his second of the game, 4th of the playoffs for Fox Chapel. They're going to take the lead again, 2-1. Oh no, this is going to be the wraparound for the Warriors as Watson tries to get over. He squares up, but he doesn't hug that post. He goes through the pad, sneaks in there. 2-1 Warriors.
That was Marco Ferraccio's goal there.
That's going to be Ferraccio with his second of the playoffs. I got him out of sequence there. And here comes Casile with a nice pass across the play from Cullen. It was a good dump-in retrieval. And then a pass to the right post over to Casile, going to the left post, tied at 2. That was from Cullen and Farah. And that's where we are at intermission. Tied at 2. Credit to the crew for putting that package together.
Only the best top guys here on TenbandTV. I want to say thank you to Trusky Entertainment as well for presenting that goal montage. Get ready, Pittsburgh. Experience a night on the town, the thrill of live entertainment. Trusky Entertainment brings you the hottest concerts and events right here in the Steel City. Visit TruskyEntertainment.com to grab your tickets today and don't miss out on the best live music entertainment in the Pittsburgh area with Trusky Entertainment. First time we did that, the Trusky Entertainment goal recap.
There you go. Growth, expansion.
Like the NHL in the 90s when it was still good. Back out at fresh sheet, team switch sides. Penn Trafford left to right to get it started. So after a full 4 goals put on the board in the opening period, Kevin, nobody scored in the second period. Shot to the net there by Gavin Patterson. It's blocked.
Yeah, that really surprised me. It made me look bad as I thought we were getting a high scoring 4 in the first and None in the second, so we'll see what unfolds here in the third.
Give a little bit of credit to the keepers who come up with a big save on cue there. Tucker Cullen put it on from a tough angle, and Carson Weishorn makes the stop. Hall dumps and chases. Vav Pettick finds it. Around to the far side. Fox is trying to get it out. They'll set it back up. Here comes Dom Casil. He has both Fox Chapel goals, as Kevin mentioned. Long rip from center ed. That goes wide. Penn Trafford will find it. That's Gavin Patterson. And the Warriors retreat. Puck ends up in the Penn Trafford bench. And we'll do a neutral zone draw. We also want to thank Dresky Entertainment for being a new Penguins Cup playoff sponsor. If you'd like to advertise your business or organization, there's still time to get on TenbandTV for the Penguins Cup and Pennsylvania State Championship games. See tenband.tv/advertise or scan the QR code you see in the lower right corner during tonight's games. You get to hear me and Kevin. We talk about the 96 playoffs, and people see your business as well. What more do you want? Sign up now. Tell them we sent you. We got to work on some things for next year. I got some ideas. It's going to involve a hair product. We need the best hockey hair of the game, and somebody got to get some free chili. We talk about chili so much. We got to get somebody to get some chili here.
There was a food truck that served chili. I think it was. I can't think of the name of it. They used to stop where I worked down in Station Square where they had the food trucks in the summer.
These are things we need to get together now so we get our off-season sponsor list together and come back bigger, better, and stronger with more sponsors. We need you here to keep this top-notch product.
You need to be a certain age to understand the chili goal from the old Igloo days.
Yeah, well, we'll touch on that when we get a chance. I've told that story a couple times, but I don't think this audience has heard it yet. Catello going to dump it down into the lower left corner. Marco Ferraccio ends up on his backside, but coming away with Catello, walks out. Big save, Watson, and Ferraccio's stick was tangled up, so he couldn't turn it over. He had to kick it instead.
Yeah, I was wondering if they're going to call that penalty for holding the stick right there because it really denied Ferraccio an opportunity.
Wiseman, tough angle shot. That's fought off by the keeper, Weishorn, who's been strong tonight. Chipped towards the net by Casil, but wide. Casil finds it in the left corner. Out with the now comes Penn Trafford. Catello moves it ahead. Robbie Thatcher. Nice feed in the slot. Rising rip. That one just misses. Marco Ferraccio looking for his second. Wraparound try. Watson glove down and keeps it out. So while we have a chance, Kevin, if people are probably wondering if they don't know, the lore of the chili goal in the Pittsburgh area for us veteran Penguins fans like Kevin and I in the good old days of the Civic Arena back in the mid to late 80s when the Penguins weren't actually that good. If the Penguins scored 7 goals, you got free chili from Wendy's. The Penguins didn't do that very often back then.
It was on the back of the ticket stub.
Exactly. You could get free chili if the Penguins scored 7. So if you were at a game and the Penguins scored 6, the crowd started to chant, chili, chili.
And there was only about 4,000 people there.
Right, so Wendy's really wasn't losing on that deal at the time. If you're a restaurant that sells chili, reach out to TenbandTV/advertise. We'd love to have you on. We'll have a chili cook-off if you want.
Comes Casil looking for the HT.
Casil like a good chili. He's been hot tonight. Ends up being taken down as he tries to reverse his way through the slot there. And down the left side, Gehring keeps it in. Spencer Gehring pokes it down the left side. Gehring tangled up with a Penn Trafford player. And the Warriors get it out. Kind of like the officials' approach here so far, Kevin. Could have been a call either way, borderline. They're going to let these guys play. We like when it's decided by the players. One of the guys who helped decide is Bieneman. Back the other way, he got the first Penn Trafford goal. Bieneman tries to work around Goldstein, who won't let it through with a good sliding effort. Ooh. Centering feed, nobody home.
Oh.
And a glove save there by Watson, flashing the leather on that shot from Cam Kisty. Also, one correction on my part. I gotta apologize to Ben Zerski's mother. Her name is Kathy, not Michelle. I was told her name was Michelle. I blame that on the league. I asked for the manager. That's who they told me. So, apologies to Kathy. Thank you for your help. And hello again, Mr. Zersky. We will make sure your wife's name is correct here on out.
How'd you find out you said it wrong?
Her shoe was untied, and I told her. Told you, my man of the people.
I don't even know what that means.
Literally, I came up the steps and ran into her, and her shoe was untied.
Oh, okay. You were... All right.
There wasn't a punchline that time. We do, as a man of the people, we can't let the people who help us with the pronunciations fall down. Just can't let that happen.
No, we always appreciate that.
Here comes Antonio Cardinale Up the right side, hustling after it. Here's Crosby Vukotic. Vukotic goes right through his man. Cardinale back to the left point. Kevin Patrick. Patrick looks it over. Down the wall. Cardinale pushes it in front. Kept in by Vukotic. In front, opportunity. Backhander safe. Rebound kept out. Crosby Vukotic. A golden opportunity, but Carson Weishorn says no.
With a first name like that, you're expecting some big goals out of him, and he had that right in front, Matt. He turned it over to the backhand and then tried to go up over the blocker, but didn't get enough on it. It was close to Weishorn right there, but it was a nice play in the high slot. They didn't catch the number. We're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be a trip against Fox Chapel. Penn Trafford brings it back. Empty net extra attacker. And a big glove save made by Watson as Marco Ferraccio was trying to find number 2. But to the penalty box is Parker Haberman. And Penn Trafford will get their 3rd try on the Penny.com power play. Penny.com, Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace, and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. If you missed the open enrollment period, go to Penny.com and click Can I Apply to learn about your options. Penny.com, because you're worth protecting. 3rd chance on the power play for Penn Trafford. They're 0 for 2. From the left point, this one fired wide of the net there by Thatcher. Kisty can't keep at the point, and Fox Chapel gets the early clear.
One thing that
odd bounce, Kevin. That one bounced off the boards on the outside of the net.
I was just going to talk about an odd bounce. You weren't here yesterday where we had a couple kicks up the Zamboni door. One allowed NA to score a goal. It kicked right in front. The South Fat goalie had to dive back. So keep an eye on that in this period as anybody dumps it in.
Do we have a island bounce here then? We had the alpha bounce last week. Do we have an island bounce as well?
Yeah, it is. It was a carom coming off that door. You got to be cautious of it. There was a little bit of a Joe Louis Arena bounce too.
Drodo shot, follow-up save. 3rd chance blocked in front. Watson with 2 big saves and a great block down there by Fox Chapel's Keita Komatsu. Drodos tries to go cross-ice. Komatsu there again, and he's going to bring it back shorthanded. 2-on-2. Casillas on the left side. Komatsu challenged by Drodos. Komatsu just going to dump it in. And the Foxes kill some valuable clock. 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the Penn Trafford Penny.com power play. Duran all the way around. Drodos there. Drodos going to work it back behind the net. Tough angle try. Comes all the way through. Kisty keeps. He's going to work it down low. Kisty around. To the far side there, that's Cam Kisty. Finds Drodos. Drodos back to Kisty. Top of the circle. Kisty wrister coming, blocked. And Keita Komatsu.
2 big plays on that far side.
What a shift he had shorthanded there. Double K with the blocks there for Fox Chapel. Final 30 now of this Penn Trafford Penny.com power play. Gavin Patterson. Glove down at the line by Goldstein. And I think Penn Trafford brought it in offsides.
When I hear you call that name Komatsu, that's the heavy equipment Japanese line that's equivalent to our Caterpillar here. And he did some heavy lifting on that penalty kill right there for the Fox Chapel Foxes. There's still 24 seconds to go here on this power play.
Komatsu, a big shift, Kevin. 2 big blocks. And now back the other way. Ferguson gets taken down. No penalty called here. Had a chance to talk to TJ Ferguson's dad while I was in line getting my pregame Mountain Dew. TJ's only been playing ice hockey, Kevin, for 4 years. He was an inline hockey player before he took the chance to play ice hockey for Penn Trafford, and now here he is trying to lead the team back to a 2nd consecutive PIHL AA Penguins Cup championship matchup. Penalty over. Warriors 0 for 3 on the Penny.com power play.
That was my story when I was on the varsity team. I was a late to the game player, played a lot of street hockey. It used to be very common back when I was playing. You don't hear about that as much anymore now.
Well, I can never skate, so I never made it off the Vine Street Playground in Munhall Gardens, where my goaltending skills were put on display with a pair of tan Milek pads back in the day.
Yes, with the
plastic
shell
cover
that you could slide on.
Yep.
The black foam up behind them.
And the Jason Voorhees mask.
Oh, okay. Inspired by Friday the 13th.
And because it was cheaper than the cage, and that's all I could afford back then. Paper routes didn't pay great in the old days of the Pittsburgh Press. Trip Gehring dumping it in, trying to afford Fox Chapel a chance to get to their first Penguins Cup championship in program history. Thomas Jefferson moving up to AAA. Kevin, we knew we were going to get a different champion, but Penn Trafford was there last year. They had a great run as the Cinderella through the playoffs last year until they ran into that Thomas Jefferson buzzsaw in the finals.
You know, and a lot of those schools are reluctant when they have to go from 2 to 3A. TJ made it to the playoffs, and South Fayette is in the 3A Penguin Cup finals. So it can be done.
Certainly can. Here comes Penn Trafford back the other way. Castelli can't make it happen, and it's going to be Parker Hanley moving it ahead. Dom Cassile trying to split the defense. Cassile bodied up and well defended on the play by the Penn Trafford defense there. Good solid work by the Warriors. That was Roman Catello who D'd up. Had some help on the play from Jake Leonard as well.
Well, we're about halfway through this third period, Matt. Now it starts to be, you know, extra cautious, particularly on managing the puck. The goal scoring has slowed from the first period, right? You don't want to be making careless passes through the middle of the ice. Fox Chapel's made a lot of cross-ice passes on their breakouts. They're going to try to go forward here. Wiseman was able to tap it through, but the defenseman was there.
Talked about the AAA bracket last night. South Fayette, this year's Cinderella story. They are on their way to the Penguins Cup Finals as a 7 seed. And then overtime
fantastic
in the other half of the bracket last night. Steal by Penn Trafford. And out with it here comes Castelli. Shot coming, fired wide on that follow-up opportunity there by Marco Ferraccio. To the net, pad stop made by Grant Watson. Lead feed. Wiseman slows it down, leaves it for Farah. Farah tries to drop it back, and Gavin Patterson read it easier than a Dr. Seuss book. Dump in. Penn Trafford dumps back. Opportunity. Zerski with the backhander. Watson keeps it out.
Credit that linesman for noticing that puck in the air was just tipped, kind of like a frisbee underneath it.
Sersky, nice move as he drifts to the circle. Sersky tries to keep. Nice stick work there by Fox Chapel's Tyler Goldstein. And now here comes Liam Wiseman back the other way, 2-on-3. Wiseman looks it over, soft wrister to the net, stick save made by Weishorn.
Look out!
Centering try! Score! Hayden Farah puts the Foxes ahead with 7:26 left in regulation.
That one comes centered from behind the net right there. As we see, it's going to come down the left wing side. It goes behind the net, and it appeared like Penn Trafford had it, and then all of a sudden, it come off the boards, off the back of the net, and right to Farah, who had the open net, to put it home. An easy goal for Farah. A bit of a bad puck luck for the Warriors, and now they're down 1 with 7:26 on the clock.
So Fox Chapel leads for the first time, Kevin, since they struck early in this game. And it's Hayden Farah who, in the words of Harry Dunn, after taking a penalty, totally redeems himself with the go-ahead goal. That's a Dumb and Dumber reference, kids, if you didn't get that one.
Third of the playoffs.
His third of the playoffs. Scored by number 16, Hayden Farah.
I think it's going to be Wiseman that made the dump. Nope, they're going to go unassisted.
Cullen tries to wrist it, floats off his stick, and then Hall gets a piece of it. Yeah, Kevin, I think you had it right. Cullen dumped it in, but Farah was able to get it kind of deflected down low and then find that loose puck and put it home.
Yeah, it was a weird kind of bounce off the backboards of the net. I couldn't see on the screen. It was too small if the defenseman got a stick on it, but something went wrong back there, and all of a sudden the goaltender was moving from right to left, and the pass went back to his right, and he wasn't there to make the save.
6.5 left here in regulation. Fox Chapel leads 3-2. Hayden Farah's third of the playoffs.
Good stick right there.
Farah with a goal and an assist in this game as well. Cassile in his own zone for Fox Chapel. Here comes Dom Cassile. Sidesteps to check at center edge. Cassile flying as he goes coast to coast. Rising shot misses off the glass here to the near side. Out it comes Goldstein. Has his pocket picked. Ferraccio down the right side. Has Hall gun on that. Ferraccio pass safe. Rebound. And there's a Neville Township police officer loosening his handcuffs because Watson just committed robbery.
Credit Farah for being there on the back check. I thought he should have got a penalty, but he made the play without a call. So he scores the goal and he prevents one on the rebound.
5:40 left here in regulation. Fox Chapel leads 3-2. Each team put 2 up in the opening period. Thrown back to the net. Save made there. As Bianaman from a tough angle in front. Thatcher can't turn it over. Fox Chapel's numbers back the other way. Tucker Cullen leads the charge, but Spencer Gehring couldn't stay onside.
You got to take a little bit of a wider angle. You can't go straight line ahead. If you're ahead of the player with the puck, and he was ahead on the plane going across the line, just offside. 5:19 remaining here in the third. I thought maybe it was leaning towards the Foxes because they have a few more game breakers, but that time they got it a little earlier, and it was Farah. They gave him the go-ahead goal.
Farah had 30 points on the regular season. He had 14 goals and 16 assists. He's leading Fox Chapel in scoring through the playoffs here, Kevin. He had 2 and 2 in the opener and has a goal and an assist here tonight. Over to the right side, Casil trying to push it to the far boards, and he's teed up well in the play there by TJ Ferguson. Ferguson ran over by Casil, and then Cam Kisty joins the fray to force the puck loose, and Aiden Drodos finds it there. Drodos and the Warriors up the near side. Bianaman breaks center, Red 1-on-3. He's going to dump and chase as Penn Trafford brings some fresh bodies on behind. Gehring, bodied up by Bianaman. Fox Chapel comes away with the puck, though. It's chipped ahead, and now at the now comes Casil. Fox Chapel gets a couple of fresh players on. Casil just ripping that one in from outside. Fouled by Cullen, and he hammers it from the left circle. Big stop by Carson Weishorn.
Mark that one down with 4:25 to go, keeping them within a goal. Warriors going to have to press ahead, get some numbers forward. Bianaman's going to, he's been the catalyst offensively. Him and Ferraccio have been the 2 biggest threats for the Warriors.
Face-off won by Fox Chapel. They'll dump it down behind the Penn Trafford net. Gavin Patterson will find an outlet up the far side. Kicked back in by Fox Chapel's Pierce Osterholm. And here comes an opportunity back the other way. Thatcher coast to coast through everybody, and he's going to draw a penalty as Fox Chapel touches up at Robbie Thatcher. A one-man show there almost, Kevin. And Penn Trafford will get a penny.com power play with 4:05 left in regulation.
He must went coast to coast like Space Ghost right there.
Rip.
We saw that early in the game where they split the D a couple times. We haven't seen it since, but that time they were able to get it. We got the timeout taken right here by the Warriors.
Penny.com is Pennsylvania's official health insurance marketplace and the only place to get financial savings to help lower the cost of coverage and care. If you missed the open enrollment period, go to Penny.com and click Can I Apply to learn about your options. Penny.com, because you're worth protecting. 4:05 left here in regulation. Fox Chapel leads Penn Trafford 3-2, but the Warriors get their 4th chance on the Penny.com power play and so far have been unable to break through.
Well, no time like the present to break through on the man advantage. Get some of the players that were out on the ice a little bit of a breather. You have a little discussion over there on the bench. Coach Zagorak taking care of that right now. As you get a look there, both teams at their respective benches here at RMU. Shout out to RMU for hosting the league this week. 3A yesterday, 2A today, 1A tomorrow, and D2 on Thursday. Then we will transition up to the Lemieux Center for the Penguin Cup on Monday and Tuesday night.
Yep.
And then back here on Saturday the 22nd for the PA Cup Championships.
The winner of this one's going to take on the winner of our next game, number 2 Erie Cathedral Prep, number 3 Greater Latrobe. That game will be next Tuesday, March the 18th, 6:15 p.m. at the UPMC Lemieux Complex in Cranberry. Big sequence here.
Oh.
Cullen took the hit, but makes the clear.
The Foxes fans wanted an interference. That's going to be a tough call to make here. They're going to give the Warriors this power play opportunity.
There's a giveaway. Penn Trafford's got to watch it, though, Kevin. The last 4 calls have gone in favor of the Warriors, so if they get caught trouble there, Drodos throws it towards the net. It's blocked. And back out with it. Here comes Cullen. He'll clear.
I know what you're insinuating, and I used to tell my guys, don't sneeze on anyone because we're going to get the next one.
So Penn Trafford, as long as they maintain possession, shouldn't have to worry about it. Cam Kisty,
Correct.
1:15 left on the power play try. Kisty, stick check there. Good work by Trip Gehring. Comes back out to Drodos. Drodos down low to Bieneman. Bieneman looks it over. Bieneman trying to bring it out. He has Kisty going to the net. In front, Kisty pushing it just wide. I think Watson got a stick on it. Fox Chapel reverse it here to the near side, and that gives Trip Gehring a chance to get it out as Kisty steps up on him again. Penalty was against Fox Chapel's Keita Komatsu. Got called for holding, I believe. Regardless, this one's coming into the crowd. Nice hands.
Throw it back. Throw it back.
And they will. And it almost hits one of the Erie Cathedral Prep players watching from the glass.
Okay, so the official's ready to drop it. He didn't know it got tossed back in.
Yep.
We almost had.
And the linesman gets the puck, who right now, Kevin, that linesman will be winning the best hockey hair. He would definitely be getting it.
Yeah, he's got the flow. I gotta look at the names on who that one is. I don't recognize.
I don't think it's Yager, but he had a very similar hairstyle.
I remember him. I had a few choice words probably back in my day on a few calls.
Patterson centers, nobody home. Good job to cut it off there by Vav Pettick. And 25 seconds remain here on this Penny.com power play try for Penn Trafford. Warriors 0 for 3 on the night. Good hustle by Wiseman, and he'll get it out. Rolling puck all the way back to the Penn Trafford net, and Carson Weishorn plays it aside. True Hall. Stolen. Casil finds Wiseman shorthanded. Wiseman behind the defense. He's tied up. And a penalty coming up against Penn Trafford. Fox Chapel goalie out. The puck coming all the way back into the Fox's zone. And the power play is over now for Penn Trafford. Fox Chapel's going to get a man advantage with 2 minutes left in regulation. As hustling now is Goldstein. Cut off, touched up by Zersky. And a holding call against Penn Trafford is going to give Fox Chapel the man advantage for the remainder of regulation.
We saw this last night with North Allegheny. They were down the penalty for the rest of the game, and they pulled the goalie, got one, playing 5-on-5 without a goalie. So here's what you need to do if you're Ryan Lobig. You want, Matt, you want this setup to be different, right? He's going to take a timeout. Did he signal for a timeout?
I think he might have.
What you want to do here, Matt, you're just trying to pass this out. You don't care about the goal. The puck needs to stay low. Everybody always sets up high. That's when you're vulnerable to a poke and go. So you got to get it down below the goal line and keep it down there.
Gehring just going to do what you said, Kevin. Throw it down low because he will find on the right side. So Fox Chapel to the Penny.com power play for the second time. Redirect try there, and Spencer Gehring just fired wide. But Penn Trafford shorthanded for the remainder of regulation, down a goal. Casil, Trip Gehring, looks it over, through traffic off the glass. Gehring finds the rebound. In tight save made, turning backhander blocked. Casil found Spencer Gehring, and good work by the Warriors. Trip Gehring looks it over, 75 seconds left in regulation. To the right side, Casil spins, centers, stolen, and cleared out by Drodos. Penn Trafford needed to get that dump to try to get a fresh unit on here, but Fox Chapel will take that as we approach the final 60 seconds of regulation.
You can't dump it, though. You got to hold it. You got to try to skate it. You got to try to make a player draw a penalty. This isn't helping them.
Spencer Gehring spinning all the way back, and Kevin, this is the way Fox Chapel can do it. They're up a man, and they only got to kill 45 more seconds.
Keep away. That's all you got to do is play keep away.
Here comes Trip Gehring. Down the left side, Foxes are offside. Neutral zone draw with 40.5 seconds left here in regulation. The other thing Fox Chapel's done here, Kevin, with possession, they've not allowed Penn Trafford the opportunity to get their goalie out to at least even up the skaters.
Right. As an example, I know I'm going to go back in the day. I had a 4-minute power play up in Meadville when I was coaching at Central. It was a little over 4 minutes. I put a guy in the corner, a guy in the other corner, a guy behind the net, and they passed it back and forth for just about 3.5 minutes until my defenseman cut down the slot, and we tapped home a goal to make it 4-2, and that was the end of it.
That's why there's a Kevin Zomansky shrine at the Alpha Ice Complex.
There's not a shrine.
There is.
But
big hit in the corner as Kisty stepped up and flattened Pierce Osterholm.
Look, they got 4 guys back. So
Fox Chapel content to do what you just said. Lead Fee trying to split the defense. Ferraccio has it stolen, and Wiseman just going to dump it out. Goaltender hustling to the bench, puck out of play. So Penn Trafford was trying to get the extra man on, but with 6.9 seconds left, I'm not sure it's going to make much of a difference.
It's not.
Neutral zone draw.
See, right here, you need a left-handed center. You got to put someone wide, and you got to try to slap it right towards the penalty box on a go play.
Face off one. Casile looking for the hat trick, dumps it in. Shot long towards the net. Glove down on the try there by Dronos. The Fox Chapel Foxes have punched their ticket to the 2025 Class 2A Penguins Cup Championship. The top-seeded Foxes hold off number 4 Penn Trafford 3-2 here this evening at the RMU Island Sports Center. Well, Kevin, while we get a chance, we need to get to the next game. We'll get the goal scoring recap here real quick.
Yep, let's do that. Let me get to the box score real quick. Okay, in the first period, it was Dom Casile at the 2:43 mark from Tucker Cullen. It tripped Gehring for Casile. It was his 3rd of the playoffs. And then it was at 6:54. Brock Bieneman scored his 2nd of the playoffs, even strength unassisted. Penn Trafford took the lead when Marco Ferraccio scored his 2nd of the playoffs at the 11:06 mark. And 2 minutes and 3 seconds later was Dom Casile scoring his 2nd of the game and 4th of the playoffs, assist to Tucker Cullen and Hayden Farah. And remember that name, Farah, because there was no scoring in the 2nd, and Farah with the GWG at 9:34 mark. Farah, his 3rd of the playoffs, unassisted. Shots on goal on the game went 10-14, 9-33 for the Warriors, 10-8, 7-30 for the Foxes.
And real quick, we'll give you your Drusky Entertainment 3 stars of the game. Your number 3 star with 2 assists for Fox Chapel, Tucker Cullen. Number 2 star with the goal and an assist, including the GWG, the game-winning goal, Hayden Farah. And your number 1 star and Drusky Entertainment player of the game is Dom Casile with 2 goals. So Fox Chapel awaits the winner of our next game between Erie Cathedral Prep and Greater Latrobe. For Penn Trafford, congratulations on a great season of the Warriors, the number 4 seed. Wrap it up with a 16-5-1 overall record. The Foxes, in the words of Farmer Friend, live to play another day. Keep it here on TenbandTV and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Kevin Szymanski and I'll be back. Erie Cathedral Prep and Latrobe up next here from RMU. Final score again, Fox Chapel defeats Penn Trafford by the count of 3-2. The Foxes are going dancing for the Penguins Cup. Next Tuesday night, 6:15 p.m. at the UPMC Lemieux Complex in Cranberry. We'll see you there. Keep it here on TenbandTV. You're watching the 2025 PIHL Penguins Cup Playoffs. Thanks for tuning in, and good night, everyone.
It's a PIHL Hockey Night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.
Black and red, left to right, the Warriors with the puck break the zone, and we see Ben Zierski throw it to the net, and our first save of the night made by Grant Watson.
Right.
Definitely tested a little more in the early going. He's made 3 good saves. Here comes Drew Hall back the other way, splits the defense, Hall to the net, Watson says no, as Drew Hall's had it so far. Handled here by the Foxes out to the right point, into the circle now, looking over is Casile, Rister, score! Dom Casile puts the mesh in motion, and the Foxes draw first blood with 14-17 left in the opening period.
It's 1-0 Foxes.
And here come the Foxes again, looking for more. Wiseman, Rister, save made by Weishorn. And then Weishorn gets taken out by Wiseman.
It's 1-0 Foxes.
And here come the Foxes again, looking for more. Wiseman, Rister, save made by Weishorn. And then Weishorn gets taken out by Wiseman. Aiden Drodos. Over to the left side, Brock Bieneman. Bieneman finds it, takes it down low, sliding effort, blood follow-up, score! Brock Bieneman Red light activated, and Penn Trafford gets the equalizer.
Kind of a weird play, Matt. We saw two Fox Chapel defenders spotted it, and he flicked it home with the backhand.
Cue up the AC/DC. Farah just got thunderstruck at center ice by Robbie Thatcher.
That puck fell out momentarily after.
Deflected in front. Where's it at? They're going to say no goal. Fox Chapel thinks it's in, but the referee says no. Now back the other way come the Warriors down the left side, trying to take it all the way around the wraparound. Score! Marco Ferraccio, half man, half amazing. Comes Dom Casil. Casil dumps, chasing down the far side is Farah. Farah finds Cullen. Cullen to Casil. He scores! And that Fox Chapel goal was just too sweet! Casil from a man, Cullen gonna bring it in. Cullen with 4 seconds left, stood up in the circle, throws it towards the net, redirect, save made by Weishorn as the horn sounds. 17 minutes of hockey in the books here on Neville Island. Thrown back towards the net, Goldstein. Over here to the near wall for Fox Chapel. Brings it all the way back to the right point. Waits, throws a high shot that goes up and out of play.
Some of the defensive play, man. I think we're going to see goals continue to be scored.
Driving to the net, backhander save made as Ben Zerski. Ryland and Cam Kisty for the Warriors. Ferraccio down the left side. Shot coming, and that one hits the far post. Here comes Cullen. Cullen breaks the line on side. Cullen to the left side. Cullen rising backhander and ends up out of play as Cullen.
He turned it over to
by Cullen. Penn Trafford buzzing now. Zerski behind the net. Looks it over, sends it out to the right point. Thrown to the net through traffic. Redirect goes just wide. Follow-up try, and Hall can't turn it over. Kisty finds it. Slot shot blocked. Fox behind the net. Over to Drodos. Drodos puts it in front, comes out to Thatcher. Thatcher leaves it for Kisty. Kisty rotates to the left point. Through traffic. Save made. Rebound. Kept out. Denial. Saves it. Had to come. Charge back now for the Warriors. Ferraccio crossing center red. Breaks the line. Ferraccio coast to coast. Shot blocked. And out of play is Nico Vavpetić. Got a piece of that for Fox Chapel. He takes it away though. Down the right side there. Cam Kisty and heavy collision in the corner. And a whistle behind the play as players unpiled. But Bieneman able to deflect it and prevent the icing call from happening. Drodos comes away with the puck to the net. Backhander save. Watson. No rebound. So it's a point pass. Now Ferguson, the circle shot blocked. Goldstein got a piece of it. Ferguson gets it back in tight. Save made Watson. And the net's off the moorings. 4 hours later.
That sounds about right.
In front. Bieneman can't turn it over. Great defense there by Nico Vavpetić. Ferguson, maybe one last rush. TJ Ferguson up the right side. Long shot on G-Love. Glove saved by Watson, and he'll hold for the faceoff. Down the wall. Cardinale pushes it in front. Kept in by Vukovic. In front. Opportunity. Backhander save. Rebound. Kept out. Crosby.
Weishorn right there. But it was a nice play in the high slot. They didn't catch the number. We're going to get a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to be a trip against Fox Chapel. Penn Trafford.
Coming off that door, you got to be cautious of it. There was a little bit of a Joe Louis arena bounce, too.
Drodo shot, follow-up save. Third chance, blocked in front. Watson with 2 big saves and a great block down there by Fox Chapel's K-to-com power play. Gavin Patterson, gloved down at the line by Goldstein, and I think Penn Trafford brought it in offsides. By Grant Watson, lead feed. Wiseman slows it down, leaves it for Farah. Farah tries to drop it back, and Gavin Patterson read it easier than a Dr. Seuss book. Dump in. Penn Trafford dumps back. Opportunity. Zerski with the backhander. Watson keeps it out. Here comes Liam Wiseman back the other way, 2-on-3. Wiseman looks it over, soft wrister to the net, stick save made by Weishorn.
Look out!
Centering try! Score! Hayden Farah! Out it comes Goldstein. Has his pocket picked. Ferraccio down the right side, has Hall gun on that. Ferraccio pass safe, rebound! And there's a Neville Township police officer loosening his handcuffs because Watson just committed robbery. Here's Casil. Fox Chapel gets a couple of fresh players on. Casil just ripping that one in from outside. Fouled by Cullen, and he hammers it from the left circle. Opportunity back the other way. Thatcher coast to coast through everybody, and he's going to draw a penalty as Fox Chapel touches up at Robbie Thatcher. What you said, Kevin, throw it down low because you will find on the right side. So Fox Chapel to the penny.com power play for the second time. Redirect try there, and Spencer Gehring just fired wide.
Keep away. That's all you got to do is play keep away.
Here comes Trip Gehring down the left side. Foxes are offside. Neutral zone draw with 40.5 seconds left here in regulation. F1, Casil looking for the hat trick, dumps it in. Shot long towards the net. Glove down on the try there by Dronos. The Fox Chapel Foxes have punched their ticket to the 2025 Class 2A Penguins Cup Championship.
It's a PIHL hockey night in Pittsburgh. It's a great day for PIHL hockey.